Hi, I'm Jan Ozer. I'm talking today with Martin Prins, head of product at Media Distillery, about how the company is using AI in several products. Thanks for joining me, Martin.
Jan, thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So which product are we going to look at first? We're going to look at three. Which will we start with?
Yeah, I want to start with Topic Distillery, which is a product we launched last year. And I think it's quite interesting because it uses many different facets of artificial intelligence.
Before we look at the demo, give me a high-level description of what the product does.
Yeah, so I think it's important for Media Distillery. We're a company which specializes in using artificial intelligence to understand what video is about, because we really believe there's a lot of potential inside video. Video is often still a black box. And one of the things we do with Topic Distillery, the product, is identifying what are the different topics in broadcast content, and also identify where they would start and stop in a show and generate a descriptive title of that different chapters. In the end, basically to help the viewer have a better understanding what they watch and maybe skip to the parts they are most interested in. Because we especially see this with a lot of live content, sports, actuality, news. There's a lot of different topics in the programs themselves, but it's not always in the metadata, and that's due to the live aspects of these shows, which means there's no time to manually create that metadata. And that's where really we believe that using AI, you can automate it and deliver the information rapidly.
Okay, is this a product or a service?
So we offer it as a service. All the products we do is as a service to our clients, which are video service providers.
Okay, so what does that mean? Are they buying software for you, or are they running their feeds through your cloud infrastructure?
So we analyze their video feeds on behalf of them, and we have a cloud platform where we do all our analysis. So most of our clients send broadcast streams in a SRT format to us. They provide their EPG so that we can reference our metadata with theirs, and we just provide detections which we expose via our APIs.
Okay, let's see what it looks like.
Okay, let me find the share button.
And what do you call this product?
Topic Distillery. Okay, so what you currently see is the user interface of one of our clients, NLZ. So this is live. This is what the customers in the Netherlands have access to. I'm using Google Translate to show to translate the Dutch to English because I think the audience of this talk is primarily English. And what I want to show you is that for a sports show, this was from last Sunday, we have several sports shows where there are different topics inside the program. And what you see here, if I scroll through the timelines, you see in this case that it's about cycling. The next one is about hockey, that's field hockey, and it's about a Grand Prix. So we actually segment or chapter the content, and we try to find also the transition in the video where one topic stops and where the next topic starts, and try to create a meaningful title of that part so that the viewer has a better understanding. Is this something I would like to see? Or maybe I'm not interested in hockey. I can quickly skip to the next topic. So what it allows for our customers is basically have long form content, but use it in a short form viewing. So, and we can show it in the player, but you can also imagine that you can just provide it as metadata, either in your search system or in your recommendation engine, or provide it as bookmarks so that people can quickly jump to that part of the video.
How long after the actual live presentation does this data appear?
So for this product, we try to, what we always see, we want to try deliver the value as soon as possible, because a lot of large portion of our customers have a lot of broadcast catch-up replay content, and most viewing is in the same hours after airing. So we want to be as fast as possible. For this product, we provide the results after the end of the program, so that it is seconds after it ended. It has to do with our processing. We would be able to provide data sooner, but we saw we can offer better quality if we provide it after the program has ended.
Okay. So why do I need AI to do this? I mean, I should be able to detect breaks and look at the transcript without it. What do I need AI for?
Yes. So what we see is that there are a lot of computer vision technologies out there where you can, for instance, find different scenes or different shots, but it's really difficult to understand where actually a chapter or topic would start or stop. So that's basically where we use a lot of speech recognition, also identifying people in the image. For instance, what we call an anchor. We have anchor detection, so identifying automatically when the anchor appears or disappears, which is a cue towards doing a transition. And I think what's the powerful of AI is that with speech recognition, we could identify different topics, but that would just be hockey, or it would be just a keyword. While what we want to do, what we really believe helps the viewer, is giving a meaningful description. And that's something you cannot easily do just by having a transcript or using more traditional NLPs or natural language processing tools, but which really, due to the arrival of the technology behind LLMs or generative AI, allow us to do really easily and also really in a flexible way, that we can say the title needs to be 100 characters, or maybe 50, or maybe 150. So that's where AI really has a big benefit on doing it by hand or using all alternative measures.
So did this service exist before AI, or is this something you built starting with AI?
No, we did. We already used different types of AI technologies before we used it in this approach. So we could identify the topics or have like keywords, but this quality is not possible without the latest developments in generative AI. So the same technology that powers the large language models that everyone started to see last year.
So what do your customers see as the benefits of this?
The benefits that our customers primarily see, they are video service providers. They're competing on viewer attention, and that means that people want to have a good user experience and quickly jump to the content they care about, whether it's different topics or whether it's skipping the intro or an outro. Those are the type of things that we help our customers with. So the key, one of the KPIs, the key performance indicators that our customers have, is user engagement. How satisfied are they with watching? How long do they watch? Can they watch more? Formulated differently, have as least as frustrations as possible, because we do know that if people have a frustrating user experience, they cannot quickly find what they're looking for, they would go elsewhere. They will go to YouTube or they will go to Netflix. And in the end, our customers want to make sure that people stay in their platform. And that's basically what we try to do.
So how many customers are currently using this in general numbers?
So right now, with all our products, we reach about 30 million households. I think it's about 13 to 15 operators. We're primarily active in Europe, so we're not that well known in the US. We also have deployments in Latin America. But we work with customers like Liberty Global or Deutsche Telekom, so the bigger operator groups. And this example, this is a bit of smaller client in the Netherlands. It's basically a coalition between the biggest broadcaster groups in the Netherlands that offer this direct-to-consumer service.
Okay. What's the next service you wanted to show us?
So the next one, and that's a bit more rudimentary from AI point of view, but really important for our customers, and that's what we call EPG correction. And I will also quickly show the demo here. Is basically that basically for people to understand is that a lot of catch-up replay services, the recordings are based on the information that's in the electronic program guide. And that means that if the program guide says the program starts at 70:50, what you will see here on the left, it might not actually correspond to what actually is in the broadcast, because there's always live changes in the broadcast. That information is not always available. So people in the US might know that it's typically provided via SCUTI markers. But we see that many of our customers do not get access to these SCUTI markers, but still want to provide a good user experience to the customer. So what you see on the right is our detection of the program start. And on the right, it's also what the user would see when they would have the solution in place. So on the right, we see the program starting immediately, so which for people feels like, hey, I'm watching video on demand. While on the left, you still see the announcements or the trailers for other programs. And that means that for the viewer, it's really a frustrating user experience, because what they see on the left is not what they want to watch. They expect I press play, I see the program starting just as I see with Netflix or Disney or with YouTube. And that's basically what we do. We do this on thousands of channels. We've been doing this since 2018 in a 24/7 way. Here we don't use generative AI. We use more traditional machine learning and computer vision, but it works quite well. And for us, that's also the takeaway with AI. It's not about AI as the goal. It's about figuring out the means that solves the problem of our of our customers. And this is a problem that we see with many of our operator customers.
Okay, and the third?
The last one I wanted to show you, it's related to this product, but it's about the detection of ad breaks. I need to quickly switch my screen again. And this is also something that we see in certain markers. You have Scooty markers saying or indicating when an ad break starts or when an ad break stops. But we also see this information not always available. So here again, we try to identify inside content, what's actually part of the movie or TV show or what's part of the ad break, such that our customers can act upon this information. And one of the use cases here, what a few of our customers have, is that they can offer a skip ad feature. So basically, they want to offer their customers the option to skip the ad break. This is kind of like a premium feature, so people would need to pay a few euros or dollars more, but they're willing to skip the ad breaks, while other people might not care and they just have the normal viewing. But what our customers see is that by adding this feature, the net promoter score goes up. So besides being offering a better user experience to the viewer, it leads to additional revenue to our customers. So that's also important. It is both creating a better user experience and generating new revenue, and that's also important for for our customers.
Wouldn't the video typically have SCUDdy 35 markers in it already?
Yeah, so you would expect it, and that's still something, and maybe that's more an Europe thing or a Latin America thing. We see the Scooty markers not always being provided. Either they are not implemented or the broadcasters is not capable of providing them. While our customers, they offer channels from many different broadcasters, and in the end, they want to provide a consistent user experience. So for some channels, they might have the Scooty markers and can act upon it, and they should if they have them. But for the other channels, then they would not have no capability to act upon the ad breaks. And that is especially, maybe not for this use case, but another use case that we see a lot is that broadcasters would enforce strict play restrictions during the ad breaks, so people are not allowed to skip them. But if you do not know where the ad breaks are, that means that people cannot navigate throughout the video entirely, which means basically that catch-up is not usable because people just not accept being able to see a video but not being able to interact with the content.
Okay. Impressive stuff. Listen, that's all I have. I appreciate you taking the time today.
Thanks, Jan. Thanks for the time, and thanks for having me.